reason I'm here on a podcast is to talk about my animals and my love for animals. And I'm not perfect.
डांस में कैसी ऐसी मुद्राएं होती हैं जानवरों से इंस्पायर्ड?
So mudras are hastas basically. There are
Acha.
asamyukta hastas, which is basically single hand, basically, which is this one. This is called the mayur. Samyukta hastas, which are with both the hands. Like for
Okay.
example, this is the garud. Garud is the eagle.
Okay.
So if you want to show an eagle.
तो कितना ज़रूरी होता है मतलब सेलिब्रिटीज़ को एनिमल अवेयरनेस के बारे में कहना?
एक तो इन सो मेनी लेवल्स बहुत अत्याचार होता है उनसे एंड मैं भी एक तरीके से उनके साथ अत्याचार कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज आई एम मांसाहारी राइट नाउ सो इन सम वेज आई एम अ हिपोक्रेट.
Maximum cases of abandonment. You see breed dogs roaming on the road.
If they are buying them and not taking care of them, like I may not be at home right now, the dog needs to be taken for a walk. I'm here. I can't tell the dog नहीं आज मैं लेट आऊँगा, तुम 10 बजे पॉटी करना और पुपू करना, नहीं होगा. Abandoning the dog, that's a problem.
आपकी लाइफ में कभी ऐसा है क्योंकि आप एक एनिमल लवर हैं, किसी ने कुछ कहा एंड हाउ डिड यू मे बी डील विद इट?
Like for example, for Hindus, cows are sacred, but some people do eat cows. So you got to be very cautious. You can't just say no, I don't care. You have to care. Respect the other person. Be respectful. That's all.
What's that one routine you do जब आप घर वापस आते हैं?
I know when I mentally prepare myself. अभी door खोलूँगा मैं and just sit down there only because they'll come, they'll lick my face.
Okay,
5
good.
minutes each of them is like I have to constantly juggle. मेरा हाथ सब पे जाए. Okay, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. One compliment, then they are fine, then they go relax, then they are fully ऐसे. And Ganpati, because Ganpati in Maharashtra, the way, especially when the Visarjan happens, the spirit जो लोग and the next day जो होता है, वो बड़ी दुख की बात होती है. That you know, जब महाभारत खत्म हुआ था, तो 5 पांडव 36 साल के बाद they decided that they will take a तीर्थ यात्रा. Nobody enters heaven. स्वर्ग सिर्फ युधिष्ठिर पहुंचता है और कुत्ते के साथ.
हेलो टॉकी टेल्स फैमिली, आज जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं उनके डांस स्टेप्स पर तो बड़े बड़े सुपरस्टार्स थिरकते हैं. बचपन से लेके 55 तक सब उनके फैंस हैं. टॉकी टेल्स पॉडकास्ट में हम हमारे गेस्ट की लव एंड कंपैशन की एक यूनिक साइड को एक्सप्लोर करते हैं, वेयर वी सी देयर लव टुवर्ड्स देयर पेट्स एंड एनिमल्स. तो इस वीडियो को एंड तक देखिए, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों में इस वीडियो को शेयर कीजिए ताकि हर कोई एनिमल्स और एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में अवेयर हो सके और उन्हें प्यार कर सके. सो लेट्स वॉच दिस वीडियो. सो टेरेंस, वेलकम टू टॉकी टेल्स.
थैंक यू रेचल.
और सबसे पहले हम जानना चाहेंगे, हमारी ऑडियंस बहुत इच्छुक है ये जानने के लिए कि आपकी शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई?
मेरा जन्म मुंबई में हुआ, एक छोटी सी बस्ती में, अंधेरी जगह है. और हम 8 भाई बहन थे चौल में. इट वॉज कॉल्ड पठान चौल, हरिनिवास चौल, दोनों नाम से जाने जाते थे. काफ़ी चीज़ों की तंगी थी, लेकिन मेरे डैडी और मम्मी बहुत अच्छे उसूल हमें दिए और कहा कि मेहनत करना है. और क्योंकि लोग बोलते हैं स्ट्रगल, तूने कितना स्ट्रगल किया टेरेंस. नहीं, स्ट्रगल नहीं, ये हमारी जब आप पैदा ही होते हैं ऐसे घर में तो यू नो कि ये आपकी ज़िंदगी है. दिस इज़ दिस इज़ द कार्ड्स ऑफ फेट दैट यू बीन डेल्ट विद. तो देर इज़ नो सेंस ऑफ कंप्लेनिंग बिकॉज आपको इसकी आदत पड़ चुकी है. सो आई डोंट नो व्हाट स्ट्रगल इज़. येस, आई डिडंट इवन नो कि अरे मेरे हक से बहुत सारी चीज़ें छीनी गई होगी. बिकॉज हमें ना बताया जाता है कि यहाँ आपको नहीं मिलेगा, ये लाइफ है, आपको झेलना पड़ेगा. सो इन सम वे यू बिकम थिक स्किन एंड रिजिलियंट एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट हेल्प्ड अस. बिकॉज बचपन से हमें बोला गया था कि देखो आपको बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, आपसे ज़्यादा बेहतर लोग भी आगे जाओगे, बट यू हैव टू कीप वर्किंग हार्ड एंड जो भी है उसमें खुश रहना सीखो. जस्ट बी वेरी हैप्पी विद वट एवर यू हैव. सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि वो उसूल हमें मिले. सो आई वुड से आई ग्रू अप इन अ लॉट ऑफ डिफ़िकल्टीज़ बट आई हैड वेरी अमेजिंग पेरेंट्स. आई हैड 7 सिबलिंग्स, मेरे 7 भाई बहन थे सगे, और मैं सबसे छोटा था. तो आई सॉ देम रियली वर्क हार्ड. तो मेरे लिए वो इंस्पिरेशन बन गया कि मुझे भी ऐसा ही काम करना है. सो आई थिंक आई वुड से आई हैड अ ग्रेट वे ऑफ ग्रोइंग अप. हम एक चौल में थे तो हमारे दरवाजे भी नहीं थे, पर्दे थे, तो वी हैड एक्सेस. तो एक कम्युनिटी की तरह हम ऊपर आए हैं.
So nice.
तो घर में जगह नहीं थी लेकिन दूसरों के घर में जगह थी. यू नो, जस्ट गो सी टीवी. सो इट वाज ब्यूटीफुल. इट वाज लाइक यू नो ग्रोइंग अप इन अ कम्युनिटी. सो I think there are some pluses and some minuses, of course, but you have to look at the positive side.
सो घर के लाडले थे कि आप छोटे थे तो?
नहीं, रामू काका था हमें, बिकॉज यू नो इट वाज ऑल हैंड मी डाइज. अरे हमारे दिग्गज महाभारत है सभी, मतलब दिग्गज लोग हैं हमारे घर में. मम्मी डैडी तो एकदम दिग्गज और एकदम स्ट्रिक्ट, उसके बाद साथ और तो सबका सुनना पड़ता था. बहुत दबा हुआ फील करता था 10वीं तक. फिर जब मैंने अपने पैरों पे खड़े हो गया, मैं आई वाज 14, मैंने स्टार्ट गिविंग ट्यूशंस, पैसा आ गया, तो फिर मैंने कहा अब मुझे कोई नहीं बोलेगा क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना, मैं अपना करूँगा, मैं किसी की नहीं सुनूंगा. सो देन मेरा थोड़ा बहुत व्हाट आने लगा. यू नो, आई थिंक मनी हेल्प्स टू काइंड ऑफ, यू नो, व्हेन यू आर इंडिपेंडेंट फाइनेंशियली, जो मुझे बहुत बचपन से समझ गया कि ये सब मुझे यू नो प्रेशर डाल रहे, क्योंकि सब कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे मेरे, यू नो, फैमिली, मेरे डैडी के अलावा मेरे भाई बहन भी कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं मेरे स्टडीज़ के लिए, ये भी. सो समवेयर उनका यू नो आई वाज अ लिटिल यू नो गिविंग देम आल्सो दैट फीलिंग कि हाँ आप भी मेरे फादर की तरह ही हो जो मुझे टेक केयर करे, मैं स्पेशली माई एल्डर ब्रदर. नॉट सो आफ्टर आई स्टार्टेड अर्निंग आई रियलाइज आई हैड टू काइंड ऑफ स्टैंड ऑन माय ओन फीट. तो बहुत पहले से हमें बोला गया था कि मेरे डैडी ने बोला कि 10वीं तक सिखाऊंगा, क्योंकि मैं खुद यू नो मैं पढ़ा नहीं हूँ स्कूल में, तो मैं आपको 10वीं तक पढ़ाऊंगा इंग्लिश मीडियम में. ओके, तो वो सबसे बड़ी बात थी डैडी के लिए. फिर बोला कि आपको ग्रेजुएट अपने पैरों पे खड़े होकर करना है, जिस तरीके से कॉलेज की फीस जो भी देने हैं, खर्चे वर्चे, और आपको घर में भी खर्चे को कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट करना है. सो आई ग्रू अप लाइक दैट. आई ग्रू अप, मेरे 7 भाई बहन भी ऐसे ही वो काम करते थे. तो इन अ वे आई वाज सराउंडेड बाय सच इंस्पिरेशनल, यू नो, ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स. सो नो कंप्लेंट्स.
But it's, you know, especially when it comes to dance, you know, everybody, especially parents, and at that era, आज like it's like everybody, अगर डांस नहीं भी आता है ना उनको करना है,
because fame साथ में आ गया ना.
Exactly, उस जमाने में तो कुछ सपोर्ट नहीं था ना बताने के लिए, तो how did you manage that?
नहीं था एक्चुअली. क्या है कि इट्स नॉट देयर फॉल्ट. पेरेंट्स कैसे जाने कि इसमें भी एक करियर है, बिकॉज उन्होंने कभी किसी को देखा नहीं है एक डांसर को इतना आगे बढ़ते हुए.
Exactly.
और फिल्मी लोगों के साथ हमारी संगत नहीं थी. माई डैड एंड मॉम आर फ्रॉम अ वेरी कंजर्वेटिव फैमिली. उनमें उन्होंने देखा है कि उन्होंने खुद अपने भाई बहन को पढ़ाया और वो आगे निकल गए लाइफ में. तो उनका मकसद ये था कि हमारे बच्चे पढ़ लिख जाए, बस उतना काफ़ी है. ये सब तो अमीरों का शौक है. So unfortunately for them, I was that one kid who was good in studies. I was academically bright. I was a topper of the class. मेरी स्कूल में प्रशंसा हुआ करती थी. I was like the leader of the school.
Wow.
So in so many ways, they knew that I was bright, but they also knew that I was extremely oriented towards singing, dance, theatre, sports, extracurricular activities में number 1.
Okay.
तो वो उनको पता था. उनको ये नहीं पता था कि ये अभी इसका करियर बनने वाला था. Because they thought हाँ ये पढ़ लिखता भी अच्छा है, तो ये करने दो उनको. मार्क्स में कभी कटौती नहीं आ रही, मार्क्स कम नहीं हो रहे उसके, ठीक है करने दो. तो वो था. बट देन स्लोली आई स्टार्टेड टीचिंग डांस, यू नो, एक्सीडेंटली. एंड देन आई हैव नेवर लर्न डांस, बट आई हैड स्टार्टेड टीचिंग डांस बिकॉज पीपल थॉट आई वाज गुड इन डांस. अंधों में कान्हा राजा उस टाइम पे, यू नो, यू काइंड ऑफ you did a little bit, you watch Michael Jackson video, तो वो निकल गया वहाँ पे. So it was that. So there was not so much support, but in a sense they were right in their ways. आजकल ज़माना अलग है. आजकल हमारे शोज़ की वजह से not just awareness है, but इज्जत भी है. तो वो जब आया, क्योंकि एक टाइम पे सिर्फ डांस को एंटरटेनमेंट और चीप एंटरटेनमेंट की नज़रों से देखा जाता था कि नचन यहाँ पर पार्टी में नाचेगा. दैट वॉज द लेबल लगा था. तो वो रिस्पेक्ट नहीं था, वो सम्मान नहीं था. लेकिन डांस इंडिया डांस के बाद और कई डांस शोज़ के बाद वो पूरा चैप्टर ही बदला. लोगों को देखा कि ये डांस सिर्फ एंटरटेनमेंट नहीं है, आर्ट फॉर्म है, कला है, उसमें मेहनत है, उसमें एक यू नो एक डिसिप्लिन है, एक अनुशासन है. So that's when they saw how amazing and what it takes to be a good dancer. कलाकार बनने के लिए कितनी मेहनत करनी पड़ती. वो इज्जत बनी, लोगों ने चाहा, हमें बहुत रिस्पेक्ट दिया. एंड हम बहुत शुक्रगुजार है for Dance India Dance and many other shows from there for that change the mindset बदला डांस के बारे में after Dance India Dance, and I'm very grateful for that.
सर टेरेंस, जो डांसर्स होते हैं उनमें बहुत कंपैशन, एक्सप्रेशन, और ये जो दे हैव अ वेरी सॉफ्ट साइड टू इट. सो इज दैट द रीज़न कि आपका जो प्रेम है जानवरों के प्रति वहाँ से जागृत हुआ है? इज इट दैट द रीज़न?
ज़रूरी नहीं है कि अगर आप सेंसिटिव इंसान हो, कंपैशन कम्स फ्रॉम सेंसिटिविटी, कि आप सेंसिटिव इंसान हो तो आप डांसर, या डांसर हो तो आप में सेंसिटिविटी होगी, तो सेंसिटिविटी होगी तो आपको यू नो जानवरों से प्रेम होगा. बिकॉज देन उसका ऑपोजिट भी ट्रू होना चाहिए कि हर व्यक्ति जो जानवरों से प्रेम करता है वो अच्छा डांसर भी बनना चाहिए या होना चाहिए, वो ट्रू नहीं है. सो देर इज़ नो कंपैरिजन, देर इज़ नो व्हाट यू से कनेक्शन रादर. आई वुड से कि यस, सम लेवल ऑफ सेंसिटिविटी एज एन आर्टिस्ट यू रिक्वायर टू फील थिंग्स, बिकॉज एज आर्टिस्ट यू नीड टू फील थिंग्स. सो समहाउ there could be a small connection, but I don't think the opposite is true, so we can't really put that in underlying statements कि बस जो लोग डांसर्स होते हैं या आर्टिस्ट होते हैं वही जानवरों को भी प्रेम करते हैं, बिकॉज देन इन दैट केस द ऑपोजिट शुड बी ट्रू कि सब जो जानवरों को प्रेम करते हैं वो अच्छे डांसर भी बनना चाहिए. वो सही नहीं है, वो सच नहीं है. तो
No, because like you are the only person I think in your family.
Yes,
That's
yes.
because
I think for my family, my brothers all love dogs. It's just that my sisters are like my mother, very, very hygiene conscious.
Okay.
Hygiene is number one. मतलब हमारे घर में खाना नहीं खाएंगे लेकिन घर साफ होना चाहिए. पेट में खाना ना हो लेकिन हमारे चौल में हमारा घर सबसे साफ हुआ करता था.
वाओ.
क्योंकि वो था हमारे पूरे मतलब बस्ती में ना हमारे घर का मिसाल देते थे लोग. मियाँ अपने बीवी को बोलते थे, देखो रीजा बाई मीन्स ट्रीजा बाई इज माई मदर्स नेम. रीजा बाई का घर देखो कितना साफ रखती हैं, 8 बच्चे हैं उनके फिर भी कितना साफ रखती हैं.
अच्छा.
तो हाइजीन वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो आई थिंक इन सम वे विद एनिमल्स यू नो द हाइजीन गोज फॉर अ टॉस. क्योंकि बच्चे हैं ना वो, दे डोंट नो कि कहाँ क्या करना है. सम ऑफ देम शेड, सम ऑफ देम ड्रूल. तो फिर वो हाइजीन का इशू होता है. सो फॉर माई सिस्टर्स एंड ऑल इट्स अबाउट द हाइजीन. और उनको घर साफ चाहिए.
अच्छा.
मेरी 4 बहनें हैं और वो चारों के 4 हिटलर है व्हेन इट कम्स टू क्लीनलीनेस. वो घर भी आएंगे ना तो पहले मेरी शक्ल नहीं देखेंगे, हाथ ऐसे लगा के देखेंगे, धूल है यहाँ पे, क्या कर रहे हैं तो घर पे. तो वैसे वाली बहन है मेरी. सो दे आर वेरी हाइजीन कॉन्शियस. तो वो है वो मैंगलोरियन जीन्स जो बोलते हैं ना, वी आर मैंगलोरियंस. तो वो जीन है. खाना कम होगा लेकिन घर साफ होना चाहिए. गैस पे एक दाग नहीं दिखना चाहिए. हाँ, खाना बनाते वक्त वो साफ होना चाहिए. अब अगर गंदगी भी हो रही तो साथ में वो गंदगी जो हो रही है उसको साफ करो.
Oh my God.
या हम तो खाना भी नहीं खाएंगे किचन गंदा हो तो.
Okay.
ये है. तो मतलब हमारी बीमारी है, हमारी ओसीडी प्रॉब्लम है.
OCD प्रॉब्लम. तो 1 to 10 में आपके घर वाले आपको कहाँ प्लेस करते हैं?
इन हाइजीन 4. हालांकि मेरा घर एज अ बैचलर इज द मोस्ट क्लीनेस्ट हाउस.
ओके.
और मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा, बट यू नो बट इफ एनीबडी एल्स कम्स इन दिल से कि अरे हम तो शादीशुदा हो के हमें 2 नौकर रख के भी 2 केयरटेकर रख के भी हमारा घर इतना साफ नहीं है. इट्स दैट क्लीन माय हाउस. एंड इट्स बीन लाइक दिस फॉर 14 years I've lived in that house. The house looks brand new.
Wow.
That's how it is.
Still you're at 4.
But
Oh my God.
because वो सोफे के पीछे जाएंगे.
Oh.
दीवार पे अगर थोड़ा धूल हो गया तो बुक्स पे अगर थोड़ी धूल हो गई, किचन के वो गैस के अंदर एक चावल का दाना दिखा, they'll roll their eyes. So it's a problem. I cannot keep my sisters happy. Brothers are fine.
Okay, they're fine.
Yeah, but that is how it is. Mummy was like that. Very strict. बहुत सख्त है cleanliness के मामले में. तो unfortunately I score a 4.
You score a 4.
I think they will probably think it's a 2, but it's okay. I'm giving 2 extra marks.
For your efforts,
yeah.
Of course. तो ये where did this start, like love for animals? वो कहाँ से जागरूक होता?
I think बचपन से. अगर I remember हमारा घर पे तो कुत्ते नहीं रख सकते थे, लेकिन हमें पता है कि हम hens मतलब मुर्गी और मुर्गे पालते थे. हाँ, हमारे मुर्गी और मुर्गे थे और उनके बच्चे अंडे होते थे, फिर बच्चे होते थे, फिर उनको खिलाना. आटा मम्मी चपाती बनाती थी सुबह, तो वहाँ से थोड़ा आटा लेके सबको आटा देना थोड़ा थोड़ा. इट वाज वेरी क्यूट, इट वाज स्वीट. बट बाद में आई थिंक कुछ ना कुछ होता था और वो मर जाते थे या कुछ हो जाता था कि जानवर आके खा लेते थे. सो आई रिमेंबर इट वाज दैट वाज द फर्स्ट रियल एनिमल दैट आई टुक केयर ऑफ. उसके बाद हम काम में लग पड़े और फिर काम के से फुर्सत ही नहीं मिली. हमें अपना करियर बनाना था तो उसमें लग गए. फिर जब लॉकडाउन आया, मुझे दूसरों के जो जानवर थे बहुत पसंद थे. आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज गो एंड बी लाइक, ओह यार दिस डॉग इज सो क्यूट, ओह दिस कैट इज सो क्यूट. बट एक पैरेट भी था मेरे दोस्त के पास, बट खुद का कभी रखा नहीं क्योंकि वक्त नहीं था, टाइम नहीं. बिकॉज आई हैव टू लिव आउट ऑफ माई सूटकेस. आई वाज कॉन्स्टेंटली ट्रैवलिंग. तो घर पे आना, आई लिव अलोन, सो आई डोंट हैव समबडी हु विल टेक केयर ऑफ देम. और जिम्मेदारी होती है. यू कांट से अच्छा तुम देख लो, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि नहीं. यू इफ यू आर द मेन ओनर देन यू नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ इट. तो समवेयर आई फेल्ट आई डिडंट हैव द टाइम फॉर इट. देन लॉकडाउन केम. मेरा बहुत सारा व्यक्तित्व जो था, अभी भी लोग थिंक, यू माइट थिंक दैट आई एम have this high energy, but I used to have triple that energy before.
Okay.
And now I feel I'm a little bit more thoda calm down after lockdown. I think it made me realize many things. And I kind of thoda bahut सहम गया हूँ, थोड़ा बहुत ठहराव आ गया है. So I felt now I can really have a space for an animal. And then I said, why not? Because I'm at home only. काम भी कम हो गया है. I've become also very selective कि मुझे क्या काम करना है. I don't need to work every day just for the sake of working. So in that many ways, I felt I was at home much more. I said it would be nice to have a companion. That's why I bought my one dog. And then from one it became 3. From 3 it became 4. And उसके बच्चे हो गए तो उसके मतलब 5 बच्चे हुए तो ऐसे करके ये 9 है. 9 से अभी एक बच्चा गया है for adoption. Another one also has gone yesterday. And another 3 are left to go. So they will slowly go because it's not good to keep the babies with the parents because the parents start to feel insecure. उनमें बहुत सारी personalities change हो जाती है. So I'm also watching कि मेरे जो बड़े हैं वो थोड़ा insecure feel कर रहे हैं कि बच्चे आ गए and उन्हीं के बच्चे हैं लेकिन उनको लग रहा है कि यार ये हमारा पूरा limelight ले रहे हैं. So even the dog therapist told me like try and send them away fast so that they don't feel insecure. And I can see they actually do. वो अभी बहुत शांत ऐसे सुस्त बैठे. अब पहले तो घर में मतलब हाँ अभी हड़बड़ाहट होती है सिर्फ बच्चों में, उनमें नहीं हो रही. So I'm waiting for them to go so they can go back to their natural state.
So tell who are all the बच्चास at home, please बताइए.
घर में अभी बच्चे हैं Akina, Zara and Hero because he looks like a hero.
Oh my god.
He's very smart, he's cool looking. दिखता भी है, बहुत भाव खाता है वो. And Akina is very naughty and Zara is very like classy. So there are 3 of them. I think tomorrow 2 are going to go. I think
2 are going to go?
Yeah, and then there'll be 1 remaining. So the boy and the girl will go and then 1 more girl is remaining. That's it. The other 4 are mine, so they're at home.
So
the other 4, the top one, they're all Shih Tzus. Bruce is the eldest one, Charles and Leah are siblings, and Wafi is the new entrant who came this year.
Wow.
Because somebody was migrating to New Zealand, so they could not take their dog, and she was a baby. They said, can you keep her? Because we can't take the dogs because migration ke papers unke aa gaye. And New Zealand and Australia don't allow dogs from India. You have to keep them in 6 months in a facility. So they felt, we can't give it to some random person. I said, ठीक है, एक और सही. So that's how it come. But एक और सही पे और 5 पैदा हो गए. But now I'm done. Now I'm going to neuter them and then that's it. 4 is 4 and that's enough. Enough babies in my house.
And who's your favorite bachcha?
I don't have favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have favorites. I love all of them. They're very different. They're very unique.
Very different.
And I kind of love each of them because they are very unique. Bruce is he's the alpha in the house. He's like, thinks he's a Raja. He thinks he has to take care. And I love he's like a proper alpha dog. He's cute, he's sweet, and he takes care of everybody. उसको पता है कि मैं तो पहला वाला हूँ, बेटा हूँ सर का, तो मतलब मुझे कोई insecurity feel नहीं होती. He's most uninsecure dog. The younger 2 are थोड़ा बहुत मुझे प्यार चाहिए, थोड़ा सहला दो. So it's that. And Wafi, who's a new entrant, she thinks she's a princess. So she thinks मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा attention मिलना चाहिए, नहीं तो मैं इस घर में रहूँगी नहीं. So I have to give a little bit more attention. So there are these personalities in dogs. If you have one, you will not know. When you start having more, you realize, अच्छा है, इसका personality अलग है. So they are all 4 very unique, and I think I enjoy all of them because they're very different in their persona. And it brings out a different relationship. Just like how I'm not the same with the same friend. Like if I have a very aggressive friend, then I'll be calm. If somebody is more calmer, I get to little bit more stronger. I think we are different with different people.
Yes.
And each relationship brings out a different aspect to you. In the same way, every dog with their persona and personality brings a different aspect to it. So I really can't choose which one. They're all nice.
बट यू सी ना जानवरों में ना अक्सर क्या होता है, वो अपने ओनर को या पेरेंट को मिरर करते हैं. तो आपको क्या लगता है इन चारों में से किसी ने तो आपका कुछ तो कैरेक्टर कुछ लिया होगा? आई एम श्योर
2 of them mirror me. The elder 2. Bruce is just like me, super secure, doesn't get jealous. He is very self-assured, and he doesn't he's not needy. He's also not somebody who's a foodie. But his toys or his games or whatever he likes to do, he's very clear. And he does not like anybody entering his space. He's very clear. He'll come to you, you don't need to go to him. He's very clear. He's like a cat. He's less of a dog, he's more of a cat. He wants to sit on the highest place. Ki boss, ye mera. So he's very like, I'm cool. I'm self-assured.
Self-satisfied.
I do not need to, and he will not go and irritate anybody. He's playful, he's fun. But he understands. He's also very caring. Like when the children were born, he took care of them. He was very nurturing. He's very nurturing. So he's got a very nice, I think this is me in many ways. Leia mirrors me. Emotionally, Leia mirrors me. Physical characteristics are more like Bruce. Me and Bruce mirror. but emotionally she mirrors me. So she takes on and understands a lot of things about me. That's what I think. She even feels what I feel. So in many ways, she's like that. Yeah.
That's
And I think Charles looks up to me.
Acha,
That's what
so
I feel. He
sweet.
looks up to me because the way he looks at me,
Adorable.
like that. Bruce looks at me like that. There's a way they all look. Leia looks at me like this. So there's a very different way each of them. आंखों से पता चलता है कि कौन क्या किस तरीके से आपको भाप रहा है और महसूस कर रहा है. So it's very different. Yeah.
तो आपकी लाइफ में जो चेंजेस
हाँ.
प्री द
हाँ.
बच्चास एंड पोस्ट, क्या मेजर चेंजेस आपने देखे?
I think the ability to surrender.
How?
Yeah, because I'm extremely controlled. I'm very controlled about, and I have trust issues with everybody. I don't trust human beings. I'll trust animals. I
Wow.
don't trust human beings. Not for anything else. I put them, if somebody has to win my trust, I'm not, it's not easy. I will always doubt anybody who's too nice to me. If somebody is too nice to me, I'm like, why? For me, not the actions, not the words, intentions matter. So I'm always trying to figure out, iska intention kya hai? Okay, and of course, I do reciprocate kindness with kindness, for sure. But I always, in the back of the mind, I'm always a little wary about, just not getting too dependent on this kindness. At the same time, not taking it for face value, because I sometimes feel there is more to the eye that meets the eye. So I'm a little bit more wary. But with the kids, with them, I feel the innocence. For me, I feel, apart from dogs, in human beings, children, very, very small children, not smart. Today's children are very smart. They don't need anyone to defend them. But वो जो चल नहीं सकते, बोल नहीं सकते, वो मासूमियत देख के ना मेरा, I feel so overwhelmed. Like I need to protect them. I need to take care of them. And very old people. I feel like, I know they have somebody to take care of them, but उनको देख कर ही ना feel कर, oh God, they are struggling with their last days of life. I feel they need to be given love. So I feel the same with animals, that they cannot speak, they cannot say much, and they're so dependent. In some ways, they're dependent on us. They don't need much. We think we need them. We think they need us, but I think sometimes we need them also. I think it's a mutual arrangement. And I feel that they have brought in a certain amount of ability to trust people, to let go, and to flow a little bit. Just allow myself to flow and, the ease. Yeah. They soften me a little bit also, I can be very strict with myself and with others. On the TV show, you might see a very different side. I'm strict with my judging, but I'm also very careful not to hurt people. That has always been a rule. But when it comes to my actual work, I can be extremely tough.
Okay.
Yeah. Off the camera, it's a different Terence Lewis. When it comes to work, I can be very firm. I can really, really, be very, very, very demanding with myself and with the people who work with me. So I'm a very no-nonsense person, which you will not see on TV because I don't feel the need. Because
You're
the
quite
kids
lenient. You're quite
not
kind.
lenient, but I'm a little bit more gentle because
I would say. Yeah.
It's a dance show which is going to be televised, and I don't think anyone deserves to be spoken down to or rudely. I don't see any place for rudeness when you are in place of power. But when I know the cameras are not there, and just you and me, even with my friends, I'm a bit very strict. Like I'm not somebody who will be like, please you. I'll be like, if something I don't like about you, I'll straight it in your face because the cameras are not on, nobody's seeing, it's between you and me. So I'm fearless. So the kind of Terence Lewis that people know on television is a very different Terence Lewis. When you ask my friends, he'll say, ये तो मतलब छोड़ेगा नहीं. अगर मैंने कोई चीज़ पकड़ ली आपकी जो आपने गलत किया, I do not care. I will tell you on your face. Even if you're bigger than me and more powerful than me, then I will purposely tell you, take you aside and say, जो तुम कर रहे हो वो गलत है. And I would like people to tell me कि boss तू ना अब ज़्यादा बोल रहा है, तू ज़्यादा हो गया तेरा. I want honesty with my friends and my family. I don't want somebody to sugarcoat me.
So you accept that also.
Yeah. On television, the reason why I am gentle and kinder because I feel you are in a position of power. They are not able to answer you back. So don't misuse that power. So don't be rude unnecessarily. Say what you have to say it gently. And don't sugarcoat. Don't be like, oh, it's so nice, everything is beautiful. Then you're not doing your job well. So find a balance to say what you have to say, but say it with love. That's it.
That's
But when you are in my, as I said, in one-on-one relationship with me, I'm a different person. I can just be very brusque and blunt.
और टेरेंस आप बताएंगे, सिंस डांस की
हाँ.
बात हो रही है, तो डांस में कैसी ऐसी मुद्राएं होती हैं जिनमें कहा जाता है कि जानवरों से इंस्पायर्ड एक्सप्रेशन
a
होते
lot.
हैं क्या?
So mudras are hastas basically. There are
अच्छा.
samyukta hastas, which is basically single hand, and there's samyukta hastas, which are with both the hands. Like for
Okay.
example, this is the garud.
अच्छा.
Garud is the eagle.
Okay.
So if you want to show eagle,
हाँ.
you can show like this.
Okay.
Kurkuma is the tortoise. You can show the kurkuma also.
Okay.
Then there is also single hand hastas basically, which is this one. This is called the mayur.
Okay.
Okay, or you can there is also a sarpa shisha, basically the head of a snake. Yeah, or tamrachud, which is basically the head of the cock.
Oh.
Tamrachud. So
Okay.
there are many hastas that are inspired by the look of how it looks like. So yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah, they are used. But they don't have one only meaning. They can have double meanings also, triple meanings, four meanings also. Like this is a pataka, which is a flag, which is also used like this. Or it can be, for example, one mudra can have several meanings. Yeah.
Oh.
One of them could be an animal face. Yeah.
सर टेरेंस, आप बोल रहे थे कि जो है सेलिब्रिटीज़ के पास एक पावर है, वो होती है, दे आर एट अ प्लेटफॉर्म. तो कितना ज़रूरी होता है मतलब सेलिब्रिटीज़ को एनिमल अवेयरनेस के बारे में कहना?
एब्सोल्युटली. एक्चुअली वो बोल नहीं सकते हैं, वो बता नहीं सकते हैं कि एक तो इन सो मेनी लेवल्स बहुत अत्याचार होता है उनसे. एंड मैं भी एक तरीके से उनके साथ अत्याचार कर रहा हूँ, बिकॉज आई एम मांसाहारी राइट नाउ. सो इन सम वेज आई एम अ हिपोक्रेट. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
An
understand.
animal is an animal. It doesn't matter. But ठीक है, it will take me a while to become vegan. Not just vegetarian, but even milk.
Being
and some.
vegan.
Yeah, because vegetarian also is leans. You're drinking milk and you're drinking. So it's again an atrocity, because that milk is not supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be for the calf. So in so many ways, again, it's an atrocity done to the cow, right? So yeah, veganism would be good. I'm not there. तो मैं डंके की चोट पे कह रहा हूँ कि मैं ज़्यादा बोलता नहीं हूँ, बिकॉज इट लुक डबल स्टैंडर्ड. यार ये भाषण दे रहा है एनिमल अट्रॉसिटी, लेकिन इवन चिकन्स एनिमल्स, इवन पिग्स एनिमल्स, इवन बीफ इज एन एनिमल. सो इन सो मेनी वेज आई रियली कैन नॉट से, बट आई थिंक आई कैन जस्ट से दैट जस्ट don't kill them, don't hit them and hurt them if you are not at least going to eat them or in whatever way. So this comes out very wrong. So in so many ways I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, so I'm not going to tell everybody ki are bhai you should not do this, you should not do that. Just have a little sensitivity. Don't beat them up if you're for no reason. I understand some people are very scared when they see dogs kahin wo kaat na le, so they're doing it out of self defense. Correct.
Yeah.
So I think there's certain amount of education needs to be done, certain amount of drives need to be done to make sure that कि वो dogs जो बाहर हैं उनको vaccines दिए गए कि नहीं, have they been vaccinated or not, because उनको अपनी फिक्र है, and their right to self preservation also is right.
Yes.
So we have to understand where is it coming from. Is it just coming from insensitivity? Is it coming from fear? So हमारा काम होगा कि to educate the people about a certain amount of sensitivity towards animals, to make them realize that animals can be harmless, some have been dangerous, and some have caused certain rabies and all of those things. So it's all coming from there. So it tali ek hath se nahi bachti hai. So we are both we are in it's a difficult answer to give. So I cannot be in any position to say हमें सबको बताना पड़ता है. The reason I'm here on a podcast is to talk about my animals and my love for animals. And I'm not perfect. मैं perfect नहीं हूँ. So I'll be honest.
Yeah. But that's more important to have a conscience.
Yeah.
That you say yes, I'm not perfect, but आप ये कह रहे हैं कि एक ठीक है, एक हद होती है. हर चीज़ को करने का एक लिमिट होता है.
Correct.
क्योंकि आजकल जो आप देख रहे हैं कि वीडियोस में वायरल हो रही हैं इस प्रकार के एनिमल क्रूएल्टी के वीडियोस हो रहे हैं. पीपल आर सिंपली बीटिंग देम अप, डूइंग इट फॉर फन. और मे बी सोसाइटीज़ में आज हम बहुत चीज़ें फेस कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि एनिमल्स नहीं आने, स्ट्रे एनिमल्स, फीडर्स के साथ प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहे हैं.
So this is a very different issue. One is where we kill animals to consume, और एक होता है because we hate them or we are scared. So there are two different issues. I understand. ठीक है? तो वो एक अलग level है. But argument के तौर पे on a level, technical level, they are all right. Okay? There is some amount of violence in both. Correct? There's some amount of violence even in me eating the animal. And you hitting the animal for different reasons. But violence is violence.
Exactly.
So it'll be very difficult. It's a very, very tricky answer to give and say. All I'll say is that just ask yourself, is it necessary? Okay? And how some में एक ज़मीर है, सब में एक conscience है. And we all realize that if the dog is not hurting you and if you're just aimlessly beating that up, there is something wrong with you. Okay, there is something wrong with you. There's something cruel, and maybe this person needs, this human being needs a little bit more love. Maybe there's a certain amount of fear. Maybe there's some childhood trauma with dogs or with animals. And if he's just doing it for fun, then of course he's a psychopath. Correct, in some level.
सही बात.
So that's another condition. So then he can't help himself because psychopaths are born like that. Sociopaths are made. So it's a very difficult answer to give. We'll have to kind of just take case by case and see what the best way is. मैं सिर्फ दरख्वास्त कर सकता हूँ. ये मेरी इल्तिजा है कि प्लीज़ थोड़ा देख लो, अपने अंदर झांक लो कि ये ज़रूरी है. And be little kind. I can just हाथ जोड़कर मांग सकता हूँ कि भैया थोड़ा बहुत मेहरबानी. Okay, to the animals. But I can't force them and I can't say कि तुम क्या कर रहे हो, कौन हो तुम, बदतमीज़ हो तुम. नहीं, हाथ जोड़ के कह रहा हूँ कि थोड़ा माफ़ कर दो and please try and be little kind. That's it.
एक और कैटेगरी है जहाँ पे लोग सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन दे सेलिब्रेट ब्रीड डॉग्स विच इज़ बिकम अ स्टेटस सिंबल. लेकिन कई बार आप देखते हैं कि उनके पास समय नहीं होता है उनको उनकी देखभाल करने. लाइक यू वर सेइंग, लाइक कि वो बच्चे आते हैं एंड दे द वे दे ग्रीट यू और दे देयर विद यू, दे लुक अप टू यू. तो समटाइम्स यंगस्टर्स आर गोइंग, दे वांट डॉग्स, दे वांट एनिमल्स बट ब्रीड्स. तो उस पर आपका क्या कहना है? और आप देखेंगे कि फिर डॉग वॉकर्स हैं, वो लेके जाते हैं, उनको कैसे ट्रीट करते हैं, या उनको खाना खिलाने के लिए भी उनके पास समय नहीं होता, या फिर मैक्सिमम केसेस ऑफ अबेंडमेंट यू सी ब्रीड डॉग्स रोमिंग ऑन द रोड.
Now you have taken, Rachel, many issues. So let's take one by one.
Okay.
One, breed dogs. Okay, what is the problem? It's okay. जिसके पास पैसा है, at least they're taking care of the animal.
Yeah.
Second issue is, if they're buying them and not taking care of them, I'm assuming that if they're taking a breed dog, they have people who take care of them. Right? Now, अगर वो ले रहे हैं ताकि दिखाने के लिए, show off करने के लिए, well, right, wrong, it's their problem. Okay, it is not. It is not for us to judge them. Let's get this clear. Okay. Some people may want to take, dogs who are on the streets, and somebody will say, "Arey, रहने दो ना. Take the ones that are wounded, but will you take it?" No. So let's not, judge people and put them in a कटघरा and say, नहीं तुम गलत है, तुम्हें ये. This will never end. As long as you love animals, as long as you have the money and you can take care of it, great. Now you have a dog walker, no problem. He is going to get money to take the dog. Like I may not be at home right now. The dog needs to be taken for a walk. I'm here, but somebody is taking for a walk. So why not the dog walker? उसका time to time रहे. I can't tell the dog, नहीं आज मैं लेट आऊँगा, तुम 10 बजे पॉटी करना और पुपू करना. नहीं होगा. So you need to hire a dog walker. It's not a problem. जिसके पास जितना चादर है उतना फैलाएंगे. जिसके पास नहीं है, they cannot keep it. Abandoning the dog, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. You've taken a dog and now you don't want to do, and you abandon him. Now that's sad because उस dog को already आदत पड़ चुकी है of somebody taking care. अगर वो बचपन से ही abandoned है, he knows how to handle. That's what we call stray dogs. उनको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है because they know they are hardy dogs, they are indie dogs. They know they are just going to rough it out. Just like how we were born. We were born in a rough and tough. ये life है. And some were born in a rich family. Great. अभी वो कहाँ आपका पत्ता कहाँ पे जाता है, you don't know what cards of fate are given to you, right?
Exactly.
You deal with it. But once you are given a certain life or you're adopted and then you're abandoned, Now that's a problem because that psychologically is a huge struggle for the dog. It's the same thing अगर अमीर घर में पैदा हुए और कुछ कारणवश आपके पिताजी का बिजनेस फ्लॉप हो जाता है और फिर आप फ्लैट और गाड़ी में घूम के आपको फिर पैदल जाना पड़ता है स्कूल या आपके पास कपड़े नहीं खाने के लाले पड़ जाते हैं. Now that's a struggle because you're going from up to down. But down to up is not a problem. So it's about that. Same for the dog. It's going to be a struggle. So abandoning dogs is an issue. Dog walkers is not an issue. Having a top breed or whatever, it's up to you. You have money, you spend. It's like saying, Arey, why do you have a Gucci bag? You have the money, spend. Don't have the money, don't. Why don't you have it's only leather. Why don't you have a leather bag, normal leather bag at Dharavi? Up to you. Some people want brands. So who are we to judge them?
True.
जिसके पास जितना है वो करेगा. Why look at them? Why look down upon them? This becomes into this, then we are again dividing ourselves. As opposed to coming together, we are again creating categories and more division and more hatred. Let's stop the hatred.
As long as we don't do anything wrong to the animal.
Exactly. So let's not stop dividing and saying, अरे तुमने इतना भी नहीं किया. Just stop dividing. Let's come together. That's enough.
And what do you think in societies? There are so many things that are happening. What do societies lack today in India when it comes to animal care, whether street or pets?
Firstly, we have to make sure that the dogs are vaccinated if they're stray dogs, because it can be a threat to animals and our pets. That's number one. Two is also giving them food, because they need to get food because they don't know where to go, and they're used to human beings. They were meant to be with human beings also, right? Yeah. They're not wild dogs. So in some ways, who's going to give them the food? And there are people who actually give them food, but then of course the streets get dirty sometimes because of that. The cleanliness and the hygiene issue, because I'll tell you what happens. Let's see it not from our point of view who have dogs, but from those who don't have dogs. Their problem is, तुम खाना दे रहे हो, वो ज़मीन पे गिरा है, वो ज़मीन से बाकी खाना नहीं रहेगा, वो गंदा होगा, वो गंदगी होगी, germs होंगे, there'll be bacteria, there'll be all of that. So you're creating a spot which is full of microbes and germs. Then some other cat or dog will eat it also probably and fall ill. So it's a problem.
So जो कर रहे हैं उनको जिम्मेदारी भी लेनी चाहिए इस चीज़ की, सफाई की, वो हमारे ऊपर है.
So if there's a dog, and so there are many, like we are seeing it from one side of point of view. We need to understand why they have an objection.
So have you faced any such instances? कभी आपकी लाइफ में कभी ऐसा है, क्योंकि आप एक एनिमल लवर है या एक पेट पेरेंट है, किसी ने कुछ कहा, and how did you maybe deal with it?
So I'll tell you, I live in a building where there are certain people who don't like dogs, right?
Achha.
But in the lift when you enter, it's not fear, it's the
something
disgust towards them.
Exactly.
And I can sense it. But it is their problem. I can't take their trauma or whatever and take it personal and says, oh my God, how did she make a face over my dog? It's okay. Then I have to step out and say, okay, ma'am, you go ahead. I'll wait for the next lift. Hota hai.
Good,
You
that's
can't
nice.
expect everybody to like you. I love
Exactly.
you or your dogs. You just have to be patient, and it'll take a while. It's okay. So it's fine. There's a certain amount of prejudice towards dogs or cats, or it's their hygiene issues. In some cultures and in some religions, dogs are a problem. They are considered napak. So all of that also is coming into it. It's not their personal prejudice. It's a cultural prejudice, or it is in some way, religious prejudices that are coming in the way. So they have to respect their religion and culture. So it's okay. You need to be respectful of that, because uske liye bahut important hai. Like for example, for Hindus, cows are sacred, but some people do eat cows. So you got to be very cautious. You can't just say, no, I don't care. You have to care. Respect the other person. Be respectful. That's all. Be a little sensitive. अगर उनको दिक्कत है तो थोड़ा बहुत वहाँ से हट जाओ. Be a little bit kind and just say ठीक है. What is the harm in थोड़ा आप झुक जाओगे तो क्या होगा? It's okay.
नहीं, आपने बहुत खूबसूरती से कहा, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम थोड़ा सा एक स्टेप बैक लें. Always don't have to take the flag and go fighting with everybody.
True. But it's funny because those who are from the Hindu faith, you have to also realize that जब महाभारत खत्म हुआ था तो 5 पांडव 36 साल के बाद they decided that they will take a तीर्थ यात्रा and they'll go towards heaven. So they will go towards the east, preferably to, I think, to Himalayas. और एक एक करके सब चले, और उसी टाइम पे एक कुत्ता युधिष्ठिर के साथ चलता है और वो अंत तक सब मर जाते हैं, एक एक अपने अपने कुछ खामियों की वजह से, चाहे वो द्रौपदी हो, चाहे वो पांडवों में सब 4 पांडव मर जाते हैं. They one by one they fall off the mountain, right? Nobody enters heaven. स्वर्ग सिर्फ युधिष्ठिर पहुंचता है और कुत्ते के साथ. और तभी जो देव होते हैं वो पूछते हैं वेलकम, स्वागत है आपका, लेकिन स्वर्ग में कुत्तों को अलाउड नहीं है, ये उनको बोला जाता है. युधिष्ठिर तभी कहता है बिकॉज ही इज वो सत्यवादी है, राइट? वो कहता है कि अगर आप मेरे कुत्ते को अलाउ नहीं करोगे तो मैं भी इस स्वर्ग में नहीं जाना चाहता हूँ. तब देव सब हंसे, प्रसन्न हुए, बोले कि आप ये टेस्ट पास किया, हम देखना चाहते हैं कि आप कितने वफादार हो, आपके साथ ये कुत्ता वहाँ से यहाँ तक चल के आया है तो उसने साथ दिया है. अब मौका आया जब आप आगे बढ़ोगे तो क्या आप अपने आप की फिक्र करोगे या
उसका साथ दोगे?
They were testing him.
Okay.
Of course, dogs are also allowed in heaven. Otherwise, they would have not allowed them, right? So it's such a beautiful story. So it's true. It's in the Purans. So again, for all those who think that dogs are, or whatever animals, I think it's God. We are all God's creation. So are animals. So everybody's allowed.
Have you got a chance कभी शूट पे कि आपने कुछ सिखाया हो किसी डॉग को?
I hope not. I hope not. It would be cruelty. I think
Have you taught them this bachcha some tricks at home?
No, I would not want to. I would not want to. I wouldn't even want my dogs to do anything that would be of source of entertainment for others.
Oh, so sweet.
They should. If they're doing it as a game, then it's okay. It's fun, and they're getting excited, and you're making them active. That's a different. My dogs
they get
also.
treats also. No?
Yeah, that's okay. That's also to keep them agile and active. वो ठीक है, लेकिन उसका एक तमाशा बनाना नहीं.
अच्छा, is there any some unique हरकत that you think only your बच्चा one of them does, which is very close to human,
I don't know about. I don't know, but I'm sure other dogs also do. But there's a girl in my house called Leia, and when anybody comes and many from my friends come over and then they अपनी दुख भरी कहानी बताते हैं, Leia can immediately sense that this person is sad or upset.
Really?
She goes and sits on their lap, and at times when she looks, she'll just look at them as though she's listening to the story more than I am, and I'm looking at her and it's like she's just looking at them as they are like crying sometimes. And at one point the little girl was crying, and Leia, she was very overwhelmed for some reason, and Leia just came and wiped her tear. It was shocking. I was like,
seriously?
Yeah, I was like, wow. And she's done that many times. It's just, she's one dog who really feels the energy in the room.
Oh my
and she
God.
just comes, and she's a very shant dog. She's somebody, if somebody is scared of dogs, you should meet my girl Leia. She doesn't get aggressive. She comes, she just stays with you. जिस तरीके से भी रखो वैसे हो जाएगी. आप उसको ऐसे रखोगे तो वैसे ही रहेगी, ऐसे रखो तो ऐसे ही रहेगी. She's such a beautiful, loving dog, and she's very nice, very kind and very gentle, very calm. She's very calm. She's the exact opposite of me. In some ways, maybe I'm calm, but I think in so many levels, she's a higher soul.
and what I mean, especially because if we're talking about Leia, I'm sure so when आपका ऐसा कुछ busy schedule हो या you feeling very low, तो ऐसा कुछ incidents हो जिसमें 2 seconds में she has just changed your mood, ऐसा कभी हुआ है?
I think all of them do in
all
some way. They all can sense me and I can sense them, and I can immediately know what they're feeling. So in a way, we have realized we started to become. I have become more dog-like and they have become more human-like in some ways. So I think there's been some amount of energy exchange, and it's lovely. At the end of the day, it's energy.
What's that one routine you do जब आप घर वापस आते हैं and these guys are waiting for your calls?
I have a house help, and he is only there from morning to evening, and after that he goes. So my day starts in the morning. They wake me up at 6:30. It doesn't matter what time I go to sleep. 6:30 they'll all come on my face and do tandav. Utho. Okay. There are 4 now. There are 8, and those puppies just jump up.
Oh my!
So 6:30 is their time. They just jump on the bed, and they'll come. They'll lick my face, and if I don't get up in half an hour, then the eldest one, Bruce, वो जिम्मेदार है ना, वो मेरे face पे आकर भोगेगा. उठ साले, खाना दे सबको. He will not eat. He doesn't want like to eat.
अच्छा अच्छा.
But get up and give us food. Then I'll get up, wash my face, wash my teeth. Then I'll go and give them, I'll enjoy making their meals. I'll make their meals. Some is pre-cooked, some is kibble. Give it to them, then wait for them to eat. Because the बच्चे ना, they are big howrats. The kids ना, they have very high appetite.
हाँ,
और ये जो बड़े वाले हैं ना, वो बहुत आराम से खाते हैं. They're very classy. The बच्चे are very hungry. They are like just hungry. So my fear is many times I keep the बड़े वालों का खाना. The small ones will eat their food also, and they will push the bigger ones and they'll eat theirs also. So I have to put them in separate rooms so they can eat आराम से. So वो खाते हैं. फिर थोड़ा बहुत मस्ती हो जाता है. Energy आती है. Then I sit with them, chill. And the night when I come home, all 8 will jump on me.
Oh wow.
Then I have to just, I know when I mentally prepare myself, अभी door खोलूँगा मैं and बस. I just would drop my bags and just sit down there only because they'll come, they'll lick my face for 5 minutes. Each of them is like, I have to constantly juggle कि मेरा हाथ सब पे जाए.
अच्छा.
ऐसे,
Be fair.
ऐसे, just so that they get calm. Okay, baby, calm down. Okay, I love you. Then group hug. Then कलेजे में छंदक पहुंचती है कि हाँ, सब सर ने हमें भी देख लिया. I'm also important. I have to look in their eye. I have to, I love you. You're all important. So amazing. One compliment, then they are fine. Then they go relax. Then they are fully ऐसे.
हो गया.
10 मिनट के बाद सब
वेलकम
हो गया. So 5 to 7 minutes, not just me. अगर दूध वाला आया, पेपर वाला आया, तो सबके सब जाएंगे और इतना प्यार देंगे ना. So in fact my
favorite दूध वाला न्यूज़पेपर वाला
न्यूज़पेपर दूध वाला डॉग वॉकर गेस्ट whoever comes. In fact मेरे को डर है कि कुत्ते रखने से लोग चोर नहीं आएंगे. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. चोर को बोले हाँ जा आ जाओ, तुम्हें पप्पी देते हैं, क्या लेना चाहते हो सर? का कुछ है ही नहीं घर में, कुछ रखते नहीं है. पैसे तो रखेंगे ही नहीं सर. सोना तो रखते नहीं, सोना खुद पहनते भी नहीं है. So you will not get anything. लेकिन हाँ, खाना है हमारा, खा लो और जाओ. I think it's going to be that because they're too loving. They're very kind. They're not very sweet. Yeah. So
what fun, yeah.
It's a crazy house. Yeah.
There won't be a second where you feel sad, you know.
That we don't feel, yeah.
Especially आजकल हम देख रहे हैं यूथ में हर जगह हम डिप्रेशन, कहीं सैडनेस, लो एनर्जी, you know, some things that we youth are going through.
Yeah.
Very.
But that's not connected to having dogs or not. Even people who have dogs will have depression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So depression has got nothing to do with it is what it is, and we don't know why it happens. So research has not yet been able to find out what is it that causes it. So it's a very big word to use and we cannot use it loosely. And those who go through it, जो इससे गुजरते हैं, they know. So we can't use the word lightly. कि सबको depression हो रहा है, नहीं. कुछ लोगों को हो रहा है, कुछ लोगों को sadness हो रहा है, कुछ लोग are just feeling a little low in their life. That's not depression.
Yes.
So we have to also educate people about not to use this word ऐसे ही. मुझे depression है, अरे जिनको हो रहा है वो उनको जानते हैं. Depression is like it stays with you for months. It's a mood that has been around like that for months and you don't know why it is causing it. You could be the most successful in your life and you could still have it. Like for example, Deepika had depression, right? She was riding the wave. Why would she have depression? But she had it and she was so nice to even say it on, you know, and make people aware. It got nothing to do with your success. We don't know. We're still figuring things out. So it's best not to have any claims. And people who have dogs or cats, probably they don't have depression. That's also a myth. No, it could be anyone. So there is no logic to this. But yes, there's a lot of love. So, you know, it helps sometimes. Yes.
So Terence, आपके साथ बहुत amazing और मज़ेदार बात हुई. So now we'll shift to the rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. So your favorite dance style? I'm going to give you 4 options. Hip hop, contemporary, Bollywood, classical.
All. Yeah, all. I love all. Dance is dance for me.
Okay. Preferred time to choreograph? Morning, afternoon, evening or night?
Morning.
You're a morning
Always
person.
morning. Morning person.
Favorite dance movie? Step Up, ABCD, Dirty Dancing or La La Land?
None.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Best and वैसे फिर favorite है क्या आपका अगर इस option?
Chicago was very good. Loved Chicago.
Okay.
And there is a movie called There are lots of dance films like old, like Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. There you can see really skilled dancing. Fiddler on the Roof, amazing.
Okay. I
These
want
are
to
old
see that.
classics.
Okay.
The old classics where you had dancers actually dancing, crazy. When the stars started to dance, it was a terrible decline because you have to cut shots and do things. You see West Side Story, amazing. See the dancing there, 1960s. Fantastic, can't touch it. But everything that has come later is sorry. And not the story, not the dancing is okay, but the stories are,
Yeah.
don't feel it. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Best companion during rehearsals. Is it music, your water bottle, dance shoes, or your dog?
I wouldn't want my dog to be in rehearsals because I'm working that time, so no distractions.
Okay.
A water bottle for sure because I'll feel thirsty, and music because I'll need music. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite dance move? Moonwalk, pirouette, bhangra step, or salsa spin?
Actually, all are fine and all are okay. They're very basic now.
Yeah.
बहुत basic हो जाएगा. आज की तारीख में ये मतलब.
So what's new? बताइए.
Oh, there are so many difficult moves. So there are like complicated names for so many names.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
so.
Like example, ek.
Shuffle is a very commonly used term in hip hop, but there are levels of shuffle. So there are very intricate level of shuffle. So shuffle would be a very commonly used dance step,
Okay.
but a high level of shuffle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Preferred dance partner? You will go with a professional dancer, celebrity, your doggy, or solo?
Why not? Different for different reasons.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on the mood and depends on the situation and depends on the event. So depending on the event, what it is for.
Okay.
I have no personal choice. I do whatever is given, and it's dance. So I'll dance with all four situations.
Favorite dog breed? Labrador, Golden Retriever, Beagle, or German Shepherd?
Actually, I just love animals. It doesn't even matter if it's a
Okay.
dog. Even wild animals. It's just that
Okay.
I'm scared. I love snakes. I love wild animals, but I'm
Yeah.
just scared because they are wild. And
Yeah.
you have to take care of your life because they're not used to human beings. But I just love animals.
Which is one animal, the wild animal you think is what a sheer beauty.
Tiger. I'd seen it once and I was like,
Yeah.
wow. जो वो देखता है तुम्हें ना. I was in the jungle in one place and we'd gone for a safari. And early morning and he came. And the first time I opened, like in my friend, like, he's coming. And he came. And that moment when I looked, he was looking straight at me. And I have to say, there was not dar, but there was a sense of awe. And all I felt कि मुझे अपनी नज़र झुकानी चाहिए. Because this is not about fear. It felt, he looked and there was a certain sense of power. I don't know what it is this about. I've seen a lion in a zoo and again he also looked at me, but when I looked at the tiger face to face, the way the eyes looked at you, he was measuring you. He was looking at you from top to bottom and understanding what's your next move. That attention and that, powerful gaze.
But they say you're lucky if you get to see one,
Yeah.
and if he's staring at you, means you're super lucky.
Yeah, I was very lucky. Very lucky. Straight into the eye.
Best way to relax after a long day: watching a movie, reading a book, dancing, or playing with your dogs.
All four. All four. All four are amazing to unwind, yeah.
Favorite dance reality show? Dance India Dance. So you think you can dance? Jhalak Dikhla Ja, or World of Dance?
I have one more. India's Best Dancer, which is currently going
Okay.
on. छोड़ो कल की बातें. आज नया है. India's Best Dancer.
Great. Your dog's favorite treat? Is it biscuits, chicken, cheese, or carrots?
What do you think it will be? Whichever dog. One. They are masahari mostly, so chicken. Chicken is most important for them.
Best dance performance you have choreographed? Award show, a movie song, stage performance, flash mob.
Stage performance. Because I'm
Which
more from
one
the
is
theatre.
that?
I just did recently a show which was toured all over the Europe. It was called Indradhanush and it was a beautiful show which showcases India and the pride of India to the foreign audience, and it was beautifully staged and it was not old school Indian classical. It was very modern, and yet it had Indian classical. So it was a very nice touch of India, which is old and new, and it was so beautiful presented to the whole world.
And
So
can
very
we
proud.
get to see it somewhere?
Well, it was a live show, stage performances, right? So
Any
it's
like
not.
they put something
Video
on
will not
YouTube?
have that same maza.
अच्छा.
The live में live है. वो
वो
अलग
बात
बात
तो
है,
है.
हाँ.
Yeah, that's true. Your favorite place to walk your dog? Beach, park, streets of Mumbai, or garden?
Streets of Mumbai, no. But मजबूरन करना पड़ता है. But I'm sure that it's not about what I like, it's what the dog should like. The dog love any open spaces. But खतरा है बीच में because वहाँ पे dogs अलग अजीब तरीके के रहते हैं, खूंखार भी.
yeah.
And इतनी बड़ी जगह रहेंगे तो वो it's difficult. Garden and park is a little bit more safe, but it will be ideal to give them any space which is open.
Open,
Yeah,
exactly.
where they can meet other dogs and have fun, and not, I don't have to worry ki, are they going to bite, fight, what? Where it can be easy, yeah.
Preferred music genre for choreography? Pop, classical, Bollywood, or jazz?
I think instrumental more, like I like that. Jazz and pop is already done. I've done it. All of this is done. So something which is new age, music that is new age, because this is all old now. कुछ अलग sound, like how A.R. Rahman came in the 1990s with Roja. Sound ही अलग है. It was not music. The sound only was different. यार ये क्या sound है? After that, I have not heard anybody making a music like that. गाने सुने हैं, अच्छे गाने मिले हैं, लेकिन sound ही अलग था. When you hear the title track of Roja, Roja जाने मन,
Oh my God.
हाँ goosebumps आ जाते हैं यार. और ये रंगीला, रंगीला रे, that opening ding, chak, chak, chak. Goosebumps. I don't know, that music hasn't happened after that. Yeah,
True.
so for me it's a soundtrack. That sound has to make me feel, wow, let's do this. It has to shake me. Yeah, so new age sound.
New age sound. Your dog's favorite toy? I'll give it to you. What is it?
They like only one toy, which is they have their yak cheese bone. They love to play.
They love
toys. They are like tas nas kar dete hain. You know what is their favorite toy? Tissue paper.
Oh wow.
They love sofa जिसमें रुई भरी हो. Any toy जिसमें रुई भरी हो ना, तो उसको देखो आधे घंटे के बाद पूरा घर रुई से भरा है. उसने दांतों से चबा कर फाड़ दिया है, तस नस. वो जो बड़ा सॉफ्ट टॉय था अभी इतना छोटा बन गया है, और उसकी पूरी रुई घर के अंदर. Then I have to go with a कटका, झाड़ू कटका, shout at them. No soft toys for you all. Get out. So it's soft toys for them.
Where do you get your best inspiration for your dance moves?
On the net. All the time I'm looking at young boys and girls slaying it, killing it, and like, wow, how can they move so beautifully, and what inspired them? So constantly also, when I go abroad and I see dancers internationally, and of course on stage I see, and of course in my own show, India's Best Dancer, every Monday I can't sleep after I come home. I come home by 11:30, 12. Until 3:30, 4, I'm just looking at the ceiling, at the fan. Why? Because I'm so high with the energy of the dancers and what I have seen, and I'm not able to sleep because I'm like, whoa.
Oh my God.
That, and after I perform on stage, like when I do stage shows and I'm performing, मैं खुद perform करता हूँ, तो again the energy of the audience, I'm not able to sleep. एक तो मैं खाना भी नहीं खा, I can't eat, I can't drink. Probably I just drink water or juice, but I can't, and I'm just so high with the energy of what I've just done or what I've just seen. मैं सो नहीं पाता 3-4 hours तक. It takes me 3-4 hours to come down, and then I'm like, okay, ठीक है, आप सो जाओ, because my brain is overstimulated. Yeah.
So what is your favorite dance festival? Navratri, Ganesh Chaturthi, Holi, Diwali?
I love Holi. It's crazy. And of course now it's become a little bit more sober. People are not throwing balloons in the streets, so it's nice. I just like Diwali because the streets look so lovely and the weather is nice and it's ठंडी का मौसम आ जाता है. And it's very beautiful. The lights, all the घर के बाहर ना जब कंदिल लगे होते हैं, that looks beautiful. So I love how India looks in the night. And in the day, Holi has got that craze. And Ganpati, because Ganpati in Maharashtra, the way, especially when the Visarjan happens, the spirit, जो लोग, everybody is so like नाच रहे हैं वो, that celebration. My only शिकायत यही है कि we have to respect how we are immersing the idol and making sure that उस भगवान को सही इज्जत के साथ वो फिर वो फिर द नेक्स्ट डे जो होता है वो बड़ी दुख की बात होती है कि जस्ट वेरी आइडल वी वर्शिप्ड, नाउ नोबडी केयर्स. तो वो थोड़ा मुझे
But nowadays I've seen
नाउ मैं जाता हूँ क्लीन अप के लिए.
no the cleanup plus that they've come with a paper.
Paper,
menu.
not
That's very
everybody.
nice,
The
na?
big ones, I don't know if they
अच्छा,
can
the big
afford
ones
to do
नहीं
it.
पता, but I think
The smaller ones are very nice. That's what I'm saying. There's such a बड़ा बहुत बड़ा change हो रहा है.
Very
So we have to
nice,
talk about it positively. कि हाँ एक time पे तो और भी ज़्यादा it was difficult. The beach used to be unclean, but now a lot of people have become sensitive.
Very
वो
nice.
मूर्ति dissolve हो जाती है and they're using bio degradable substances. तो ये अवेयरनेस हो रहा है, तो थोड़े धीरे धीरे करके श्रद्धा भी हो रही है. एट द सेम टाइम इसी जो मिट्टी से जो बन रहा है वो भी डिजॉल्वेबल है, वो हानिकारक नहीं है. सो देयर इज अ सर्टन वे ऑफ टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द अर्थ, मदर नेचर. हम अर्थ को मदर बोलते हैं, तो टेकिंग केयर ऑफ मदर एंड मदर टेकिंग केयर ऑफ
I
अस.
think this in Mumbai, this is one festival that is a summary of everything. पटाखे भी फूट रहे, रंग भी लग रहे हैं, दिवाली, होली,
वो
everything.
फ्रेंजी, वो फॉर महाराष्ट्र इट्स गणपति.
If any of your doggy could speak, what is the first thing they're going to tell you?
Spend more time with us. We need you.
Oh, so sweet.
And yeah, that's what they would probably tell me, and probably say spend less time on your phone, get off your phone, look at us. Which probably my mother also would tell me if she was here, and my friends also do. And the other thing would be on a more philosophical level, they would say, so I have had a dog whisperer, and dog whisperer has given me this from it, that my dogs have told me what they think I need to know is that know that you're loved, okay, and be kind to yourself, because that's what the message was from the dogs, because I'm the most unkind to myself sometimes. I can be very hard on myself, and that's what they told me, like, be kind to yourself, you're a good person. You tell yourself that you're not good enough, but you are good enough, and that was a message, that you are good and you're enough. That was a message that I got from the dog whisperers.
So beautiful.
So I think that's what they would tell me.
Okay. And what if anyone had to choose your profession for you? What would have they chosen?
Creative. They would have chosen the best creative field only, because I can't do a 9-to-5 job. My temperament only is not that. I'm very utabla. I'm restless. I need to be creatively stimulated. I need to be stimulated. If I get bored, I'm out of there. I need to know कि मेरा brain, मेरा mind, मेरा तन, I'm like तन मन से I'm like being उसको मैं
Fully inside.
fully excited about it. I can't do anything half. I have to be fully into it. If it's a podcast, I have to give you 100%. Like, I have to give 100% for everything. There's no way I can do anything essay. So for me, I need to be excited about life. So I need to have at least 1 or 2 things in the day which I know I'm excited about. So creative profession for sure. Nothing which is 9 to 5, which is no roz karo, jao, entry maro, dekho. I will not survive. I'll die. I'll wither. I need to be stimulated. Kam paisa, lekin I need to feel excited.
Bilkul. And what is that one dream vacation you want to take all the bachchas and go like somewhere?
Well, then I'll have to take a lot of people along with me, because caretakers also have to take, because there are so many.
Teen char,
Yeah, I'll take
everybody.
them also, because I'll also want to have a good vacation. Maybe Goa is a good one to start with.
Okay.
I don't know how difficult it will be, because at least I can take it on road. And the only problem is a little far. But maybe even a Khandala is okay, because only 2 or 3 hours, so it's not so much for them to travel. Goa would be ideal, and take them there and chill. And let them have a good time. I think for them, it's more about not the place I go with them. It's about me spending time with them. I think for them, it'll be that. I think every relationship which is more meaningful, it's not about where we are, but the quality of time.
That's
Yeah.
lovely. So thank you so
Anytime.
much, Terence.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Thank
और
you.
बहुत मजा आया, आपका एक
Thank
अलग
you.
ही साइड देखने को मिला. I'm sure our audiences will
Likewise.
love
Pleasure.
it.
Thank
so
you.
thank you
Anytime.
very much
Thanks.
for
God
coming
bless.
on Talky
Thank you.
Tails.
Thank you, Rachel. Hi, this is Terence Lewis, और मैं Talky Tails पर हूँ, and ये मेरा podcast है, and please do subscribe to it on Talky Tails. Subscribe, like, share, spread the word. और ये एक ऐसा पॉडकास्ट है विच टॉक्स अबाउट एनिमल्स, लव फॉर एनिमल्स, और जो एनिमल लवर्स है उनके लिए तो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड इवन दोज जो शायद इतने वार्म अप नहीं हुए हैं एनिमल्स के लिए, दिस इज़ अ वेरी गुड प्लेस टू स्टार्ट विथ, टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ वी कैन टेक केयर ऑफ एनिमल्स। सेंसिटिविटी की इशू चल रही है, अवेयरनेस की इशू चल रही है, किस तरीके से हम जितना भी क्रूरल्टी जो चल रहा है उसको हम जितना मिनिमाइज़ कर सकते हैं, एलिमिनेट करेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा होगा, बट दैट्स लाइक अ यूटोपियन ड्रीम। सो लेट्स गेट लिटिल प्रैक्टिकल, कहीं ना कहीं एक मिडवे समझौता हम कर सकते हैं। हम जो लोग हेट करते हैं या दोज हु डोंट लाइक एनिमल्स, सम वे वी कैन हेल्प देम सॉफ्टन, उनका जो सख्त दिल है उसको थोड़ा पिघला सकते हैं, दैट बी ग्रेट, इट बी ग्रेट एंडेवर। छोटी सी कोशिश है इस चैनल की कि वो थोड़ा पिघल जाए, एंड मोर इम्पॉर्टेंटली create a world which is safe for everybody, not just for animals, for human beings and everybody here.